So you've been getting absolutely demolished by that one boss for the past 3 hours. Your controller might have a dent in it, and then you watch Ongball casually no-hit the boss that's been destroying you for hours. And then we think to ourselves, I wish I could do this as well. I've been there, we've all been there. Today, I'm going to share the techniques that took me from panic rolling to someone who can consistently no-hit bosses across various games and using various mechanics. And I'm not talking about the generic learn the patterns advice. I'm going to give you a full breakdown on how I no-hit these fights. Now each game, whether it's a Souls game or an ARPG, has its own unique mechanics and tools. This is a general guide that can be applied universally, and while some games are more nuanced than others, the real strategy comes from adapting these principles to whatever game you're playing. The fundamentals will stay the same. How you execute the fights changes based on what the game gives you. Stop playing scared. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Playing defensively actually makes you worse. When you're terrified of getting hit or dying, you're not actually watching the boss. Instead, you're watching your health bar or stamina. You have to accept that you're going to take hits during the learning phase and are going to die a lot, and that's okay. Treat each death as data collection, not failure. You're literally building a mental database of attack patterns and training your muscle memory. Go into fights with zero expectation of winning. Tell yourself, this run is just to study the grab attack, or I'm only focusing on phase 2 transitions. This removes performance anxiety and lets your brain actually process information instead of panicking. Your secret weapon is footage review. This is the single most underrated technique. Record your attempts even just on your phone pointed at the screen. Use the tools that consoles offer where you can record the last few minutes of gameplay, and on PC, use OBS. It's very easy to record these fights to review. Here's why it's so worth it. In the moment, you think you died because the boss is cheap or too fast, but when you watch the footage, you'll see the truth. You either rolled before the attack came out, you got greedy and went for that extra hit. You weren't watching the boss's telegraph. Watch your successful dodges too. You'll notice that you were calm, waited a split second longer, and positioned better. Your brain will start internalizing these patterns faster than any guide can teach you. Identify your specific death loop. Most players die to the same attack 80% of the time. Figure out which one is your nemesis. Is it the delayed attack that catches your panic roll? The grab you can't seem to avoid? Or the AoE that punishes your greed? Then all you have to do are isolation drills. Here's the technique. Go into the fight with one goal only. Survive that specific attack 10 times in a row. Don't even attack the boss. Just dodge that one move perfectly. Maybe use certain character skills that can help you with iframing attacks, or a weapon art that can block all the damage. Use the tools that the game gives you to make the overpowered moves more easier on yourself and more consistent. For delayed attacks, I like to count in my head. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, then dodge. For grab attacks, stop dodge rolling. Grabs are designed to catch rolls. Instead, sprint or walk perpendicular to the grab direction. For combos, find the true ending of the combo. Most combo strings have a fake-out ending followed by one more attack. Learn to recognize this. The camera's lock-off technique. We're all somewhat conditioned on the game's lock-on system, but sometimes it's better to unlock the camera, especially against larger bosses. Why? Because locked cameras make you roll away from danger, and you can only roll in certain directions at times, when you should often be rolling towards or through attacks, or walking around the attack. And if the arena you're fighting in is too tight, you might not see the AoE attacks, or the camera might do things and will get you in trouble. Practice this. Unlock your camera, position yourself so you can see both your character and the boss clearly. You'll notice opportunities you never saw before. And while we're talking about positioning, most bosses have triggers based on your position or your distance. If you're too far, the boss might just do similar attacks, and you can use that to loop the fight. Try different positions and distances to see how the boss reacts. You could always use that to your advantage and find out a loop or set an attack pattern. Learn without attacking. Seriously, spend 5 attempts just dodging. Don't even try to hurt the boss. You'll learn the moveset 3 times faster because you're not thinking about damage windows. Once you can consistently survive, start punishing with a single light attack per opening. It'll feel slow, but you'll beat the boss without taking damage. And now's the fun part. You can start experimenting. Can you fit in 2 hits here? Can you do a charged attack during this recovery? This is when you start speedrunning your own progress. and you make your fight look unique by using certain weapons or skills to either make it look flashy or to get the fight over quickly. And here's the consistency test. Before attempting a no-hit, you should be able to know every single boss move and the responses to your attacks, and know exactly which attacks you're punishing and which ones you're just dodging. Now this is something that we all struggle with. You have to find your own way to deal with tilt and rage. Something that I do when I'm completely tilted is go fight an earlier boss I've mastered, stomp them into the ground and remind myself that I can do this, then return back to the current challenge. Look, getting good at Souls games isn't about having godlike reflexes. It's about building systems, being honest about your mistakes, and practicing deliberately instead of just grinding attempts. That boss that's kicking your ass right now, in a week after applying these techniques, you'll wonder how you ever struggled with them. What boss are you currently stuck on? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about your progress. And if these techniques helped you finally get that no-hit run, tag me. I want to celebrate with you. Now get out there and get good. For real this time.